What is up, guys? Tentative Man here again, bringing you another exciting Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. Here's an Uber's match that I had of my good buddy Clucknadus, and judging from the teams, we actually have 4 of the 6 same team members, so it's bound to be interesting. But yeah, this team I kind of just randomly put together because, hey, a lot of things work and a lot of things don't, but hey, whatever. Genesect, because Genesect's awesome. Hello, Mewtwo, Groudon, it's all fun, dandy stuff. So, but frets in his end, definitely the RCS. I don't know what kind of RCS it is, but it's a fret. Reshiram especially is a big threat because I have 2 Pug Steels. And Mewtwo, as always, is going to be a threat. So I'm just going to take my precautions carefully. But let's get this battle started. And big, I don't know, hair on my VS screen. I don't know why that is. But anyway, I'm going to lead off with a very interesting holo set. This holo is not your typical holo, and not the holo I used in my last Uber's match. This is a choice banded holo, okay? And, you know, Genesect comes in, the U-turn is so obvious. And what is the most logical thing to come into a Sacred Fire, guys? Please, let me tell you. It's going to be Reshiram. You know, over-predicting on the first turn is usually a bad idea, but the Reshiram switch is so obvious. So obvious that, you know, when it comes in, Turbo Blaze activates, but hey, hello, choice banded. Earthquake, bitch! Holo doesn't have time to, you know, Sacred Fire Reshirams. No, we go straight for Earthquake in the first turn, and we take out big threats like Reshiram on the first turn, because, you know, choice banded Holo doesn't give 2 clucks, you know, that's the whole deal, you know, and stuff. So, yeah, out comes the Genesect again. Now, I'm pretty sure it's probably the standard Choice Scarfed physical set. Now, I was kind of predicting Explosion here. To be honest, I could have gone into my Giratina, but I kind of silly. I don't understand why I went into Groudon. I think because I figured regardless I could take an Explosion. Now, you know, he tells me after the battle it was pretty premature of him to go for the Explosion, which I do agree with myself. He's only typically explode a Genesect later on in matches if you absolutely don't need it. And to be honest, he could have used Genesect later on in the match too, but Genesect is now out of the way, and it does, I mean, that's a +1 Explosion coming from Genesect. Does a humongous chunk to my max HP, max defense Groudon. So yeah, Genesect is nothing to be trifled with, even with a non-stat Explosion. So, but now, unfortunately for me, it was a bigger mistake to believe in Groudon to take the Explosion, just because, you know, due to the fact Groudon's only Stealth Rockers, so it's gonna have to take a Fire Blast to the face, and that's Sun boosted, and my Groudon's gonna die. So that sucks. Crit. Oh yeah, that definitely mattered, but you know, whatever. And it didn't, but yeah, you know, yep. Life Orb Mewtwo, that's a humongous threat. Now I can go into my Genesect because, unlike Blaziken, Genesect can outspeed Mewtwo at +1, so he's going to switch. I get the special attack boost, but I do not want to overprotect or anything. So he goes into his Arceus, which turns out to be the Ghost Arceus, which is pretty nice. But it's going to be just a, you know, a resisted hit on the Arceus, which does very minimal damage, but that's fine. I can switch out and go back into my big threat in the Banded Holo. Now, people are, you know, Regenerator Holo is just so cool and stuff. I mean, he's going to go for the Stab Shadow Claw. He's going to do a pretty nice chunk to my Holo. But people often forget that Holo has that glorious base 130 attack. This is a Sun-boosted, choice-banded Sacred Fire coming up a max attack Holo. That Arceus is not going to stand a chance. Down that big threat goes. Holo, you are a monster. And now, you know, I can just switch out even if he brings out anything else, and I'll get all my HP back because of Regenerator, which is freaking fantastic. And, you know, I do not want to die the Mewtwo just yet, so I'm pretty much forced to switch. And I'll go into my Genesect, you know, thinking I can easily take a Psystrike. And I can't easily take a Psystrike, as I think Life Orb Psystrike does a little over half the Genesect regardless of investment, so yeah, that's a thing. But because, you know, Genesect, it's got good defenses, but what the killer is its low base HP. It's like Chandelure, 60, 90, 90 defenses, and then Genesect has 71, 95, 95, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm such a nerd, but anyway, I'm going to go for the U-turn. Unfortunately, it does not kill the Mewtwo because, you know, I didn't get the attack raise or anything. Leaves him with a nub, but I figure he's not going to go for Fire Blast. I figure he's just going to go for another Psystrike, so the perfect switch into this would be my Fortress. And that's exactly what he goes for as a Psystrike, because why not? It'll kill Genesect anyway, and it'll pulverize my Holo, destroy my Giratina, and all other things. So So Fortress takes that beautifully, and yeah, down goes his Mewtwo to do the Life Orb recoil, which is fantastic. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Now he's going to bring out his own Groudon now. And, you know, I didn't really know if it had Fire Punch. I really didn't care. I was just kind of left Fortress to die anyway. So, I mean, if he didn't have Fire Punch, he probably could have got a Hazard Up or something. But, no, that's fine. But, yeah, Fortress goes down to a Fire Punch, which is Sun Boost and all that stuff. It's especially defensive Fortress anyway, so there's no hope in me taking a Fire Blast. Or a Fire Punch, excuse me. Anyway, out comes my own Mewtwo, which is probably the exact same set he's running. It's a Life Orb set. So, I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam. Now, to be honest, I really don't know on my head what does more, Fire Blast in the Sun or Ice Beam. And if I had a guess, I think they do the same damage, actually. Because Fire Blast boosted by Sun, I think it's 1.5, so it'd be 180. Ice Beam is 1, and actually, no, Ice Beam does more. Ice Beam does more. Yes, it's base 95, doubled, and then Fire Blast is just a 0.5 thing. But anyway, I'm just going to take out the Groudon with 2 Ice Beams, because he really can't do much anything else to me other than go for an Earthquake. And, you know, Mewtwo is deceptively bulky. I mean, 106, 90, 90, I believe it's our defenses. And that's actually pretty good. So, you know, Mewtwo doing work and stuff, and I'm pretty sure all you guys have seen the new form, the potential form of Mewtwo. I'll give my thoughts at the end of the video. But, yeah, this Fortress comes in, you know, since Stealth Rock's so I'm not going to be able to take it out, which is unfortunate, but I mean, I'm at least going to be able to bring it down to Sturdy for something else to finish off. And he actually turns out to have Gyro Ball on Fortress, which I don't myself use Gyro Ball on Ubers just because Toxic Spikes especially is very useful in Ubers. That's why I decided to run that over Gyro Ball. But yeah, it's pretty cool seeing Gyro Ball Fortress. I like using that in OU, but I don't like using it in Ubers. But anyway, Fortress is actually his last. I have 3 of Genesect. I didn't even use my Giratina in this match at all. I was going to take out Fortress with Choice Band Brave, not wanting to miss. And, guys, that'll be the game. So, it was awesome. Banded Hollow is a threat, okay? I have done so much work with that set. It's near max HP, max attack, and it's got Brave Bird, Sacred Fire, Earthquake, and the other move is Sleep Talk. So many people are caught off guard by Sleep Talk. I mean, Darkrai, you know, easily a switch into Darkrai, get off the Sleep Talk and destroy that with a Choice Banded hit. Hopefully either Brave Bird or Sacred Fire, because I don't think Choice Banded Earthquake KOs in one shot. So, but yeah, Choice Banded Hollow, a huge threat. You've got to try that set out if you haven't. Anyway, my thoughts on the Mewtwo. I really am unsure if it's an actual form of Mewtwo. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, the way the official Pokemon site's going on it, it's a new. They say it's a new Pokemon with a familiar look, which is interesting. And that I just don't understand why Game Freak would decide to put a completely new Pokemon that's unrelated to Mewtwo in the new decks. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. But you know, regardless, it's. I just don't know. It doesn't really make sense for it to not be a Mewtwo form, even though I want to say it's a new Pokemon. I just find that concept pointless. That's all. And it's weird, but we'll find out more information on the 18th, apparently, because they're going to release a new trailer for the new Extreme Speed Genesect movie. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm just rambling at this point, but, you know, that's my thoughts on the Mewtwo. You can leave your thoughts in the description, you know, rate, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I actually narrated pretty well this game, which is a rarity for me, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm talking too much as it is. I think that battle was only 13 turns, which is weird. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I gotta stop. Okay, rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.